Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Welcome, Money Team investors, back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about something that is a very simple concept, something that we should all know, and it's supply and demand. And what supply and demand means is that you're offered a service or a product, and based on the demand, based on the need, prices can fluctuate. So for example, this notebook, we are in a school and the school has a ton of notebooks. Because there's a ton of notebooks, the price of this is $2. But if I went to a tutoring hall and there were only 5 of these remaining, but there was 100 people ready and willing to purchase one of these books, I may be able to go ahead and sell it for $5. So there's a difference between inflation and just a demand issue. One way to curb demand is by simply applying more things into the market. What do I mean by that? So if there's 100 people and you can sell your last 5 books for $5 each instead of $2, what if you had to just simply order 30 additional books and sold it for $4? You would still make more than the school that sold it for $2, and you would even make more than selling the 5 books for $5, because you now have a price target in which more people are willing to pay for because it's less than 5. And then you have more demand because you have more people who need this, 100 versus however many is at the school. So not only are products in demand, but as I alluded to before, services are also in demand. What type of services can you do to where it affects someone that they would actually pay you money? So one service that doesn't necessarily cost much of anything, maybe some internet and electricity, is consultations. So I do financial consultations, going over people's budgets with specific individuals. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm your financial advisor. I'm just an average guy on YouTube, but I've gone over budgets with specific individuals, and we worked plans on how to either eliminate debt or, my favorite part, how to invest, right? And so that doesn't necessarily require me to download any new software. It doesn't require me to even have a paper or a pen. I can literally just go on my phone, go into my notes, type out all of their budget. A lot of the times they'll just send their budget to me, and then we can work a plan based on that. We can start to understand where you're at and where you're wanting to go. Because of that, they'll pay me for my time by the hour, and then we'll go over their financial situation. Another service that could be done is a cleaning service that does require certain products to be used, which may go up and vary depending on inflation as well as demand. Those cleaning products can include your bleach, your Clorox, whatever it is that you use to clean a home, and then your time, right? The service of cleaning the actual home. That is the service being provided. Now, the demand for you can be higher based on how good your service is. Sometimes that could just be friendliness. Sometimes it can be productivity. And it can be both, right? If you're friendly and you have high productivity, plus the service is just overall a great service that you provide, the demand for you will be higher than others. And a lot of the time, because that demand is higher based on the service that you provide, the cost is more because not everyone can afford something in such high demand. Another way to look at that is, let's say a BMW was 50% off. The demand for that would be so high that the market would not be able to keep up. Because of this, BMW has priced themselves in a range in which you would have to make or meet a certain threshold in order to be a consumer, in order to be a customer of this brand. And if you truly want this brand and you're not ready yet to qualify for such a vehicle, then you would work your way up. You would save your way into being able to qualify for such a vehicle. That is another way to then become a consumer of a certain product or service based on how high you rate this brand, this company, this provider of services. And so supply and demand is a very, very important topic to cover. It is going to be very important in how you evaluate stocks, how you evaluate real estate, how you evaluate any form of investments, how you evaluate different products and services. And so this will allow you to start to think, is this actually worth what it is that I'm willing to pay for this service? Or is another brand better, right? So when I look at a used car market, for example, I understand that I'm not as smart as the car salesman selling the car. They have more experience. They know exactly how to sell and how to get a sale done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to research the vehicle in which they want to put me in. I'm going to look at the other models in comparison to that. I'm going to start to understand what is the supply, what is the average cost of the vehicle, the demand, what they're commanding. And then I'm going to look at, okay, if the newer model is only $4,000 more, and I'm talking about a Kona, I'm being actually very specific because I just came back from a dealership not too long ago where they were trying to pay $20,000 for a 2020 vehicle, and the 2024 was only $24,000. So I'm confused. I'm like, hold on. If the 2024 is only $4,000 more, the demand for that should be so much higher than the 2020 that's $4,000 off. There is no way I'm going to pay $20,000 for the 2020. When I thought initially that was a good deal, seeing the brand new vehicle cost only $4,000 more, it was a horrible deal because one, the brand new vehicle is going to have a 3-year warranty. It's going to have certain features that the 2020 doesn't have. It wasn't electric to my liking. It wasn't even what I came in for originally. And so once you start to understand what the actual supply is, what the actual demand is, what the comparisons are, right? What the comps are, you'll start to realize, whoa, what I thought was a good deal was actually no deal at all. In fact, I would have been in the same situation 4 years later looking for a newer vehicle because the one that I have is now 8 years older than what I could have gotten for $4,000 at the time more. Right? And so again, this helps you in a various amount of ways in order to really just understand also your services and how much you can command or demand in any market. So this will definitely help you moving forward. If you have any questions on supply and demand and how that affects businesses, how that affects you in your personal life or your work life, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be more than happy to assist. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.